Clerk Paul, can we call the council meeting to order, please?
Lennon.
Here.
Roywood.
Here.
Leisha.
Here.
Fate.
Here.
Babone.
Here.
Ruiz. Here. Aranella.
Here.
Carmichael.
Here.
8 present, Mayor.
Can we all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and please remain standing? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. If we could please keep in our thoughts and prayers some good news. Congratulations to our finance department's newest grandmother, Tiffany Jones, our payroll girl. She had a little grandbaby, Craig Xavier Sheetum, which was born on January 17th. And we'll keep in our thoughts and prayers all the men and women we have on the street tonight. Thank you. If anybody wishes to address the open forum, please step forward to the swinging gate, state your name and address.
Okay. Hello, good evening. So my name is Oswaldo Alvarez, and I am the Executive Director of the Chicago Workers Collaborative. Chicago Workers Collaborative is a nonprofit whose mission is to serve families who work in cash-based economies, from Uber to hairstylists to staffing jobs. These are the folks who work in jobs that offer little to no safety net, such as health insurance or even unemployment. Because of this, these folks literally cannot afford to not work. And unfortunately, they are the first ones to get exposed to COVID. Since August of last year, we've been partnering with the city of Berwyn, with Mayor Lovero, and with your great staff, with Claudia Ayala, to reach families here. Thanks to strategic partnerships with the local school district, the park district, and the business community here in Berwyn, since August, we've been able to reach over 3,000 individuals here and distributed PPE kits, and we have signed up over 500 residents of Berwyn for the COVID vaccine. Just yesterday, we were literally downstairs here in this building, and we distributed over 200 PPE kits to Berwyn residents, and we signed up 19 people for their first dose of COVID vaccine in less than 2 hours. Based on our track record, we plan to continue this work here in Berwyn, and not only continue it, but expand it to the western suburbs of Cook County, using Berwyn as our base. We recently submitted a proposal to the Illinois Department of Public Health, and if granted, we will be serving families from Cicero to Westchester and from Melrose Park to Burbank. Very soon, and thanks to the city of Berwyn and to the great partnership we have here at the city of Berwyn, we will be opening up a new office here at the city, and we count with all of your support as we launch these efforts. And now, I'd like to turn it over to our Senior Manager of Public Health Programs, who is a resident of Berwyn, to say a few words.
Thank you and good evening. I am a Berwyn resident for more than 20 years. This is my city, and it's the city where my little ones attend a school. And for me, it's super important to continue working here in Berwyn. One of the reasons why we are providing PPE at the local elementary schools, middle schools, and hopefully soon at the high schools, it's because our kids need to be protected. We are encouraging parents to register their kids to get vaccinated. And for us, it's very important to get those kids vaccinated, especially for moms with kids with medical conditions. I, as a mother, have a girl, a little daughter with a medical condition, and my little one is home, unable to attend the school because we cannot put her at risk. And on behalf of all of those mothers with kids with medical conditions, we are working very, very hard to provide PPE support, answering questions, and connecting everyone, not only the parents from the schools, but every single resident to community resources. And I just want to thank everyone here at the city for helping us and supporting all of our initiatives. Thank you.
And that includes the township and the health district, because that's where we all first met, if you recall.
That's right, for our press conference.
Thank you, and thank all your volunteers.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anybody else for open forum? Yes, please step up.
Hello, good evening. Good evening, everyone. I am Kendra Kennard, and this is my husband, Pastor Christopher Kennard, and we are here just to bring awareness of our church ministry. My husband is the pastor of Miracle Signs and Wonders Apostolic Ministries in Berwyn, Illinois, and he started this ministry by the leading of the Lord just about 2 years ago, January the 5th, 2020, just before the pandemic. And we have been having our services located in the Palace Regency Banquet Hall, which is formerly named the Skylight West Banquets. So we respectfully reached out to the alderman of that ward, Mr. Lennon, and our alderman, which is Mary Beth Aronelli. She is the alderman of the 7th ward in which we live. We have been residents of Berwyn for 11 years. And I'm going to let my husband say something.
Yes, good evening, everyone. As my wife said, we are a new ministry here in Berwyn, and we just want to bring awareness that we're here. We want to be a help to assist in any community outreaches that the city may have, to partner with the city, and just to try to be an arm or a foot in helping Berwyn, be together to keep the love and the peace throughout Berwyn. We love Berwyn. We even started a block club on my block for over 5 years now. They didn't have a block club, but we started a block club, and all the neighbors loved getting together. And now having a ministry, we just still love having people to get together. And we have bilingual services. Every 4th Sunday we have an interpreter. And we just want to, show the love to everyone and just to be a help. And as you said, we're there at 7117 West Ogden Avenue. And we enjoy being there. The owner been a great asset to us, but we just want to continue to stay in Berwyn. We want to be able to expand here in Berwyn. So we just thank you for this opportunity and this time, space to give us something to say. And we appreciate you, Mr. Mayor, and for all you're doing in Berwyn.
Thank you. Thank you. And
Thank you.
take your little child back from my wife, because I'm not bringing a baby home.
Yes. Well, you all have a beautiful growing family, and we
Thank you,
appreciate
thank you.
seeing that on our postcard every year.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Those folks in the back, yeah.
We have a letter to read, so here are copies.
You can hand them to the clerk, yeah.
All right. Good evening, Mayor Lavero, the rest of the City Council, and Public Works Director Schiller. Our names are Ann Wilmore, Mary Peranto, and Alex McKinley, and we're here on behalf of a local grassroots organization called the Berwyn Tree Canopy Initiative, the BTCI. We formed in 2021 in response to a growing need to improve the management of our urban forests here in Berwyn, Illinois. We have been engaged in conversations with Public Works Director Schiller and Public Works Committee meetings. The BTCI wants to recognize and congratulate the city and Public Works Director Bob Schiller on the Urban Community Forestry Grant Award. If implemented appropriately, these funds will repair significant gaps in our current program. We ask that the City of Berwyn's tree inventory be updated annually at a minimum, and that the results of the inventory be made publicly available. Tonight, we're here to ask the City Council to support compliance with the Arbor Day Foundation's Tree City program and the City of Berwyn's own Tree Board Ordinance, Chapter 284, Section 1. A mechanism for community participation in city government, such as a citizen commission or tree board, allows for community participation and support on issues related to the environment, climate resiliency, and the urban forest. A tree board would review tree care and tree removal proposals, champion the Berwyn Urban Forest Program, work with city staff members on community outreach, co-evaluate the tree inventory with city staff, and contribute input to the annual planting program.
So the city of Berwyn has been listed as a tree city by the Arbor Day Foundation for over 30 years, but we are not actually in compliance with the requirements or the city's own ordinance. So to be recognized as a tree city, a community must meet 4 overarching standards. These include, number 1, to maintain a tree board or department, which Berwyn currently does not but has in the past. Number 2, spend at least $2 per capita on urban forestry, and it's unclear at the moment if Berwyn does comply with this. Number 3, celebrate Arbor Day, and we understand that planning is in process to celebrate Arbor Day. And number 4, to have a community tree ordinance that protects the urban forest. So as community partners, we want to support the city of Berwyn's efforts to maintain and increase the tree canopy. We ask that these standards be evaluated to determine compliance and that actionable steps be taken to reactivate the tree board. So on behalf of the Berwyn Tree Canopy Initiative, we thank you very much for your time.
Just so you folks know, we do have a new certified arborist who's been one of our public works director employees who has gone to school. I thought I saw Frankie Cavello here. Frank is sitting right there. He's now been certified as an arborist, so we're going to hand this over to him and Director Schiller, see what we can do to accommodate. Okay? Thank you.
And while I'm up here, I just wanted to throw out a fun fact. Does everybody know who J. Sterling Morton was? Anything interesting he did? Huh?
I read about him a long time ago, but I don't remember.
He started Arbor Day in the United States.
Oh, really? Okay.
150 years ago this year. So,
Okay.
our guy.
Thank you.
Hi, Luz Chavez, 16th and Ridgeland. So, to the mayor and council, earlier this month, dozens of Berwyn residents shared valid concerns about not receiving their PCR test results from the city-sponsored COVID-19 testing location at 3310 Grove that is run in partnership with Lab Elite and Creative Vision Group. Late test results endangered residents by putting them at risk of exposing others while they waited for those results. Other residents could not return to work or to school because they were required to provide a negative result. According to Dr. Amesh Adalja from the Johns Hopkins University Center for Health Security, a test result that comes back in 7 or 8 days is worthless for everybody. It shouldn't even be counted. It's not a test in any kind of effective manner when it's not actionable. At the last City Council meeting on January 11th, a representative from Creative Vision Group, CVG, used the open forum to give a statement that praised you, Mayor Lavero, and itself, but that completely ignored residents' concerns. The issue was never how many residents the location served. The issue was the dozens of late and missing test results. CVG said nothing about those concerns, neither did you, Mayor Lavero. Why is that? This is the second time that the city has partnered with a lab that has failed to give residents timely results. The last time was at the end of 2020, and the complaints forced the city to terminate its contract with North Shore Clinical Laboratories. In their statement, CVG also failed to address several other concerns raised, such as the fact that CVG made $2,000 in campaign donations to you, Mr. Lavero, in the last 2 years. The city of Berwyn also stated that no records of contracts, no memos of understanding, and no invoices with CVG existed in response to a FOIA request from the organization Rizoma Collective, which I am one of the members in that group. Creative Vision did do one thing. It registered as a business with the state of Illinois after Rizoma pointed out that it had been dissolved by the Illinois Secretary of State in December 2021. So again, this raises the question of what are your vetting and contractual processes? I don't know if you recall, the very first time I spoke at City Hall a couple years ago was actually about this very same issue of the city about to contract with a business that actually wasn't even registered for years, and there were several other issues with the business, and that's all on public record. So this raises these key questions of how could the city partner with a business that was dissolved by the state of Illinois in the first place? How could the city not have any contracts or memos of understanding on file for a partnership that has to do with protecting residents during a pandemic? What due diligence does this show? Shouldn't your processes be even more stringent since the business in question was one of your political donors? It seems that the opposite is true. Residents of Berwyn deserve better. I have, in addition to the letter, a printout of the records of the donations, a printout of the FOIA response, and several sheets of residents that had not gotten timely results. So I submit this.
Thank you. Anybody else for open forum? Yes?
Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for the opportunity to speak tonight. My name is Sandra Diaz, and I'm the chairlady for Break the Silence Foundation.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Julissa Sanchez, and I'm the vice chair lady for Break the Silence Foundation.
First of all, we'd love to thank our Gail Lavero, our First Lady here, for all the help that she has provided to us with our foundation. For those of you who don't know, we are a foundation that brings awareness to domestic violence. And we are doing, especially right now during this pandemic, there's so many things going on. And so we are doing our best to provide resources and information to families and to children. We're in the works of doing workshops and so much more. So thank you so much to the city and everybody else who has helped us. We had volunteers that have came in from the Scouts, so thank you to them as well. We would like to, we're so excited. Our location is actually going to be renovated, so we would love for you guys to join us. We would like to cordially invite you to the Break the Silence Foundation's great groundbreaking ceremony. It will take place tomorrow at 10 a.m. at 6655 West Cermak Road, Berwyn, Illinois. And it's not really a groundbreaking ceremony, but I mean, we're going to be breaking a wall for sure. So we would like to see everybody there at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you.
As Sandra has mentioned, in efforts to be able to provide resources and programs to the victims of domestic violence, we would kindly want to ask if the aldermen this evening could actually give us a donation to help us continue the mission and the awareness with the programs and resources to the victims. And we, like she said, really appreciate all the support from the community, from the mayor, from Gail, and everyone involved with the process of being able to continue the mission of awareness. And thank you all for your time this evening. I'll pass out the donation forms this way.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anybody else for open forum? Alderman, anything for open forum? I have one item. Our bonds were sold today. Our bonds have been sold. So now we are 100% funded in both our pensions, police and fire. And we did do it underneath the 4% cap. We got 3.96, so well below the historical 5 to 6%. So good job to all. Ben, our finance department, our finance advisor, Dan Denny's, and all the involved individuals, thank you very much. Excellent job. So thank the city council for approving that. Thank you. Item C1, please.
Item C1 are the minutes for the Committee of the Whole and the regular meeting of January 11th, 2022.
I'll make a motion to approve the Committee of the Whole and regular City Council meeting minutes of January 11th.
Second.
Motion by Lennon, seconded by Fay to approve the Committee of the Whole and City Council minutes of January 11th, 2022. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Item J1, please.
J1 is a communication from Fire Chief Hayes regarding cabinetry purchase.
I move that we concur with Fire Chief Thomas Hayes' recommendations to purchase kitchen cabinetry for the Station 902 directly from the lowest bidder, Solid Designs, Inc., in the amount of $16,682.56, and to have the fire department members install the cabinets to save on the expenses, with the project paid for from the ARP funding.
Chief?
That's Station 901.
Oh, okay, thank you. Oh, okay, thank you.
Corrected here,
Okay,
Which station is
Thank
that,
you.
Connie? Oh, okay.
Okay, I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion by Leja, seconded by Lennon to concur with the recommendation of Fire Chief Hayes for Station 901, allowing him to purchase the cabinets from the lowest bidder, Solid Designs, in the amount of $16,682.56, and to have the firefighters install them at their own expense. All those in favor, on the call of the roll.
Lennon,
Aye.
Boywood,
Aye.
Leisure,
aye.
Fate,
Aye.
Pabon,
Aye.
Ruiz,
Aye.
Aaronella,
Aye.
Carmichael.
Aye.
8 ayes, Mayor.
Motion carried. Item J2, please.
J2 is a communication from Chief Hayes regarding a requested increase in fees and update of ordinance.
I move that we concur with Fire Chief Hayes and approve the price changes to ordinance number 234.02 and send it to legal to draft the amended ordinance.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Tammy? I'm sorry. First of all, thank you for taking my call earlier today to talk about this in depth, and I just thought of something right now. How often do these fees get increased?
Annually.
Annually.
Well, not necessarily increase, they could decrease, but there's a new cost report done, and we get these numbers from the Department of Healthcare and Family Services annually.
So do you want something in the ordinance that would
We
kind of?
tried that. We
Does it
tried
work?
before to build something in where we can increase according to that report, but we were advised by attorneys we can't do it. We're
Okay.
going to have to amend it annually like
Okay.
this. Yeah.
That was the only thing I
Yeah.
thought might help from
we
having
tried-
to
yeah,
read
we
this.
tried
So I'll just prepare it annually and come back depending on the changes.
All right, great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Aye. Was it my turn yet?
I second.
Actually,
Okay.
yeah, we have a first by Leja, seconded by Aaronella. All those in favor, and to call the roll.
Lennon,
Aye.
Boywood,
Aye.
Leisure,
Aye.
Fate,
Aye.
Pabon,
Aye.
Ruiz,
Aye.
Aaronella,
Aye.
Carmichael.
Aye.
8 ayes, Mayor.
Motion carried. Item J3, please.
J3 is a communication from Public Works Director Robert Schiller regarding a recommendation to accept a $20,000 grant for an updated tree inventory and authorize a forest management plan.
I'd like to make a comment before I make the motion for this communication. As the Public Works, all of you may know that I chair the Public Works Committee, and I'm really excited to see this grant coming forward. It's a discussion that I've had with Bob in the last year about conducting an Arbor Day, and I guess that energy flowed through the community because different individuals like the Berwyn Tree Canopy and Berwyn Park District came forward with the same idea, and so we're putting those efforts together to really bring something forward this week that the entire community could really learn about the importance of tree and how it affects climate change, and educating our youth on that as well as our community members. So this is a really great first step forward. I want to thank Director Schiller and his group for consistently working on this, and also was going to ask him to come up and just kind of share a little bit about this process because it's new to a lot of us.
Well, this process is,
Or this grant specifically.
well, the process for this grant is a long, drawn-out process. You basically, the consultant, which is selected by the Morton Arboretum, they go through the vetting process. They were assigned to us when we were approved for the grant. And they will go physically to each tree in the public right-of-way or on public property and assess it. They'll measure it, assess it for condition and species. We'll get a final document which will have the inventory, latitude and longitude, GPS locations, and size, condition, and any additional recommendations that may be made at that point in time. It's something that I'm hoping this time around we'll be able to do a better job of updating. We got into so much dead and diseased with the ash borer and the maples that picked up virus that were spread throughout when the gas company and 5G and all these people are running directional bore. Maples specifically will pick up you when that boring machine hits one tree that has a virus or a disease to it. It spreads it through every root system that it goes through. So we've lost, several of the maples. We've lost some of the silvers that were planted years ago. So we've had a lot of tree loss. We're planting on average over 100 trees a year. And hopefully we continue to do that moving forward. But this should be completed, data should be completely gathered by sometime in June, and we should have a final report later on in the summer.
Bob, now we celebrated Arbor Day every year. We planted trees at the schools and stuff. Where did you decide to do it this year?
We're still working on that. There's
Okay.
going to be probably multiple locations.
Okay.
Since we're going to look at being maybe a week long, so we may put, one at a municipal site, one at a school on either side of town, maybe at one at Berwyn Park District, one at North Berwyn Park District. So we're still looking at all
Okay.
of this stuff.
Okay. Your motion, Alderman?
So it's my recommendation it's my motion that we move forward with the recommendation of Public Works Director to accept this $20,000 urban and community forestry grant and approve Public Works to execute the contract to complete the tree inventory and management plan for a total cost of $23,790 to the city of Berwyn.
Second.
Motion by Ruiz, seconded by Aaronella, to concur with the recommendation of Director Schiller, accept the $20,000 grant from the Urban and Community Forest, approve Public Works to execute the contract to complete the tree inventory and with urban forestry management plan for a total cost of $23,790 to the city. All those in favor on the call of the roll?
Lennon.
Aye.
Boywood. Aye. Leisure.
Aye.
Fate.
Aye.
Pabon.
Aye.
Ruiz.
Aye.
Aranella.
Aye.
Carmichael.
Aye.
8 ayes, Mayor.
And motion carried. Item J4, please.
J4 is a communication from Director Schiller regarding approval of attached pay request number 3 to Pan-Oceanic Engineering for the Depot District Utilities.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve Director Schiller's recommendation for the approval of pay request number 5 for $1,633,695.97 from the City of Berwyn's IEPA water main and sewer loans.
Second.
Motion by Ruiz, seconded by Lennon, to concur with the recommendation of Director Schiller and approve the pay request number 5 in the amount of $1,633,695.97 to Pan-Oceanic Engineering from the City of Berwyn IEPA water main and sewer loans. All those in favor on the call of the roll?
Lennon.
Aye.
Boywood.
Aye.
Leisure.
Aye.
Fate.
Aye.
Pabon.
Aye.
Ruiz.
Aye.
Aranella.
Aye.
Carmichael.
Aye.
8 ayes, Mayor.
Motion carried. Item J5, please.
J5 is a communication from Finance Director Daish regarding the 2021 audit engagement letter.
I will make a motion to approve the agreement with GW and Associates, PC, to perform the 2021 audit services for the city and authorize the mayor and city attorney to execute said agreement. Fix the necessary signatures and send it on its way to passage.
Second.
Motion by Lennon, seconded by Fate, to concur with recommendation of Finance Director Daish and approve the agreement with GW and Associates to perform the 2021 audit services. Authorize the mayor and city attorney to execute the agreement. All those in favor, on the call of the roll.
Lennon.
Aye.
Boywood.
Aye.
Leisure.
Aye.
Fate.
Aye.
Pabon.
Aye.
Ruiz.
Aye.
Aranella.
Aye.
Carmichael.
Aye.
8 ayes, Mayor.
Motion carried. The consent agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Motion to approve the consent agenda as presented by Lennon, seconded by Ruiz. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Aldermanic committee meetings, Alderman Lennon,
Call it a chair.
Alderman Roywood,
Call the chair.
Alderman Leisure,
Call of the chair.
Alderman Fate,
Call the chair.
Alderman Pabon,
We have an ad hoc rat abatement committee meeting this Thursday, the 27th at 6 p.m. here in council chamber.
Alderman Ruiz,
There will be a Public Works Committee meeting on February 8th here in City Council chambers, conference room.
Alderman Aaronella,
Call the chair.
Alderman Carmichael.
Call the chair. Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion to adjourn by Carmichael, seconded by Lennon. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Thank you all for coming.